On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Bruins kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Throwing, Williams. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Running inside. It's Washington. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely.
Snags it and he's open. And that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First carry of the season. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Still on his feet at the 40. Here's a little room there. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Williams to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams will pass. Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Williams unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Snags it over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Rush is on him, trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He's got it on the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
DB's right up on the receivers. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Defense in press coverage. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! He got it right inside the pylon.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Complete to the right. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Williams on the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Here we go, ready.
Making side adjustments here.
Go, go.
They go to the draw. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Ready, go.
Throwing, Williams. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that turning it on. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. He has 89 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Throwing, Imaliava. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Saying in the gun on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Wide open spacing. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad like it's something.
Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And the Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Imaliava. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Williams to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Knight. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Williams. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Washington. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Williams looking for a man. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Williams. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Grabs it in the middle.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
And, man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throwing, Imaliava. Escapes the pressure to his right. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the pass. On target to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent.
Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Iamaleava dances away to buy time. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Never a doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Owls able to pull off the upset by just a score. It's going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. There he goes. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, UCLA! And the pummeling has started.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Washington right back to the line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he
gets away from one, finds room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
UCLA, 38, Washington, 24.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Washington wants to go quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Under fire. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too.
He caught it, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Throwing, Imaliava. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Running inside. It's Knight. Finding some room. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things will happen.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Has it. Touchdown, Bruins. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Bruins. And the punishment has been extended.
The second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Washington, 27.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams, right down the middle. Got him in the open. Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Iamaleava. Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
The corners are walked up tight. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. Makes a connection. Makes the grab in their space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Stepping to the right. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards.
Looking for a big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to get away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Williams. He's got him this time. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams will pass. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's Williams to throw. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it way down the field. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking outside, it's Knight. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. And the route is on. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Washington right back to the line. Williams. He rifles one deep down the right side. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. And the Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams. Right on the money. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. A penalty is rarely a good thing, but if you are an optimist, at least there's more room to work with on third and goal. Movement on the offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Might be changing the route. Third down from the gun, Williams. He'll take a shot. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Pressure coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Nowhere for him to run again. And now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Going long. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Williams. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incomplete.
He's looking deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. That big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. One more play to pad the stats. Throwing, Iamaleava. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to